The following is a presentation of the Hello Chicago Network.
Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan Yanishanis, and it's time to focus. And today, to close out the week, we are focusing on the Chicago Cubs. Let's talk about last week. For them, they went on a 6-game road trip. They were in Pittsburgh. They win the opener of the series. Game 2, they lose, and obviously the thoughts and prayers and best wishes go out to the man that fell 21 feet. Again, for you folks that don't know, that tall wall in right field in PNC Park is 21 feet tall to honor the great Roberto Clemente, who died on Christmas Day, serving his country. Always used to go there and donate his time, give food to the less fortunate. Unfortunately, he died in a plane crash doing that. So they honor their great, and he also was a great baseball player. My dad said he's the only guy they ever saw hit a ball out of Wrigley past the scoreboard. So thought that's the Roberto Clemente wall. So it's on 21 feet to honor him, and a man fell from that. Despite all the reports of what happened, it's still a man's life, and unfortunately that's the case. He is still alive. He seems to be awake. He's been able to speak, so best wishes out to him. There is a GoFundMe page for him if you want to donate money, but it definitely shook some players up. But the Cubs lose that game 4-3. Then in the finale against Paul Skeens, you were hoping to win the first 2 and not have to deal with him. Skeens was looking good early. Colin Ray has been a great addition to the Cubs. I thought he would be good because he had a really good year last year with the Brewers. Did it again with the Cubs, pitched well, and then Paul Skeens was rolling along until the Cubs hit 3 home runs in an inning, got a lead, took care of them, and Seiya Suzuki had 2 home runs. Cubs win the series. Then you go to Milwaukee, of course. They win that series. I was there Friday and Sunday. P. Crow Armstrong, what a series. And it's going to go down. I said it to my friend Scott, who's a Cub fan. I said it's going to go down as one of the best trades in Cubs history when they traded PCA received PCA from the Mets for Javi Baez, who he's starting to rejuvenate himself as a center fielder in Detroit, which I'm so happy about. But as of right now, that trade's working out for the Cubs. PCA is finally, he's the good fielder, and he's like Javi Baez. He's got that, you need someone on your team with that spunk. And the guy that you hate if you're on the opposing team, but you love him if he's on your team. And that's PCA. That was Javi Baez. That's P. Crow Armstrong as well. So Cubs able to win that series in Milwaukee. Then, of course, this week, they're hosting the San Francisco Giants. That's a really good, that's a good team. And we'll see how the weather cooperates. But then the Cubs go right back on the road. 3 in New York against the Mets. And then they will face, and then they're back home again. So it's a really weird stretch. They'll be home against Miami. So the Marlins will be on the south side over the weekend. And then they'll be at the Cubs Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then we get it. The first Crosstown Classic. And next Friday, we're going to preview it. Next Monday, we're going to recap it. So we're going to have all the Crosstown Classic talk next week for the first time on this show, because I believe the Crosstown Classic was done when we launched in September. So it'll be fun to have our first one. I wish they'd both be good. We haven't had that. And we're not going to have it this year, but always still fun. Usually it's been 2 and 2. This year it'll be every 3 years they get full series, and it's a full weekend series. All the games are 120. So next Friday we'll be previewing the Crosstown Classic. But anyway, Cubs had a really good road trip. See how they do against the Giants. See how they do against the Mets. We'll have a recap of those 2 series coming up next week, as well as the end of the week Crosstown Classic. So we have a very fun week next week for the Northsiders, who have been the highlight so far of this stretch, because we've seen some bad sports in the city of Chicago. Hopefully the Cubs can keep this going for the summer, and it gives us something to be excited about. And it being my favorite team makes it even more exciting, so I love it. So comment below your thoughts on the Cubs. Are you waiting for that other shoe to drop? I know there's going to be slumps, people. But the way this team is going, this has been the best hitting offensive team from 1 through 9 since 2016. Do you think so? Do you think I'm nuts? Comment below. Like the video if you like what you hear, and also subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel. Every Monday through Friday, 3:12 Central, we are focusing on Chicago sports and obviously other things as well, like the NBA and NHL playoffs, which we'll start next week with, and give you an update on that. Also, this Sunday, best day of the year, it's Mother's Day. If you're lucky enough like me to be able to still have your mother with us, please give her a hug. Please give her a kiss. take her out to lunch if you're able to. Just be able to do what you can, because if it wasn't for them, a lot of us wouldn't be here. Well, we wouldn't be here because it takes two to tango. But never mind, it's not what I mean. But it's a very important day, and and obviously be fortunate if you still do have your mother, because a lot of people don't. And I know it's a very hard day as well. So happy Mother's Day to all the great moms out there. You guys are the reason we're all doing this, because the fathers do a lot, but the mothers keep the family running. They're the gasoline that keeps the car going. So love you all, and have a great Mother's Day weekend. I'm Ryan Yannishatis from the Hello Chicago Network, and we're the focus of Chicago sports.